Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here of businesswithtrading.com, doing a trading strategy recap for Tuesday the 5th of May, and today was an interesting day. Today we had a slight gap down, price basically chopped around sideways, went nowhere, started to work its way lower, basically went nowhere again, and then started to work lower again. By the time the room closed, right over here, price had made a low of 89.5 and a high of 09.25. So almost a 20-point range, 19.75 point range. Which, if you caught the high and the low, 19.25 point, you would have to say. That's a huge range. And look at what we did in the room. We made 3 points. Now, you can look at that a couple different ways, and we've talked about this a lot, I know. But I don't see it as beating a dead horse. I see it as more, talking about things that are important over and over. I think talking about something once is okay. If you talk about it more than once, it means it's a little bit more important. So anyway, we took 3 trades and made 3 points. So price was a little bit more choppy than what I would have liked, and obviously it was a little bit more choppy than the trades we took. Talks about. But our first trade was a short right up here, actually, 8 evens. We took that trade and price started to come down, and then it started to chop around a little bit. We were able to take profits down here, and then price started to chop around, and it looked like, maybe it could come up. Running lower, it started to look interesting, and then it actually just started to move lower. And then it started to chop again. As it started to chop, we were looking for areas to jump in the market. We ended up jumping in long over here. We were able to take a little bit of profit as price did come up, and then it rolled over again. As it did so, we got long again right here. We were able to take some profit in the move higher. And then price started to chop around, move lower again. This time we decided to stay out. Price came up. We were looking to short higher. That obviously never occurred, and then price just started to roll over. It was interesting how it did it. We were talking about, if price, breaks lows, we're going to see a couple points lower. It would have been nice if this would have ran up a little more, we could have gotten short. But, not doing so did make it a little convoluted, a little bit ugly, and, it is what it is. So it rolled over. We weren't able to jump into a trade there. And then, it chopped around, went a little bit lower. We just watched it and, said it is what it is. And that's what we did. We closed the room, talked about what we were looking at going forward. And today, price actually closed at a very interesting level. It's gonna be a fun week, kind of like what I predicted on Sunday. But I think every week's going to be a fun week. So, it's not really saying much. Trading is something that I would do even if I didn't make any money at it. It's just something that I really enjoy. I have a lot of fun with. And, I guess that's why I'm okay with working, 15 hours a day, 18 hours a day sometimes. Because, I do my trading, but then the website has so much stuff, you have to keep up with. And that's what it is. You got to work 15, 18 hours a day. And you got to love what you do if you're going to do that. And I definitely love what I do. I have fun. So what I want to talk about now is a trade that we actually did in the swing trade group. Excuse me. We decided, we were going to look short right here. If price were to push up, I expected this to continue pushing up and then to roll over. That did not happen. It just started rolling over here, chopping around. So when it did run up, we still had our entry short here. We got triggered, and then we got taken out very quickly, and we were able to reverse on that. and ride price up. Right now our stop is right here, which is pretty nice. We lost 30 cents here, but now we made $1.10 on half of our position, which isn't too bad. And we're up 70 cents on the remainder. So far we've made back what we've lost. As far as that reverse trade, we were risking 30 cents on that as well. So we've made a better reward on that already. And it seems like it can possibly go up a little bit more, but that's really to be seen. We'll have to watch it, see what it can actually do. But it's going to be interesting. And I also want to talk about another trade that we did not do. We talk about trades that we're able to get in and make, a really good reward to risk. We talk about that a lot. But then I get the emails, you miss trades in your trading room, you talk about that. Why don't you talk about the trades that you miss inside of the swing trade group? Well, we do miss some trades. Sometimes I put out, 3 trades in a night, and we might not get filled on any of them. Sometimes we get filled on 1. And then other times, you have, like a few months ago, we get filled on all 3 of them. And it really just depends on the market environment that we're in. On this trade, coffee, I said I want to get short at 135. Look at this candle right here. It came up to 134.95. So 5 cents away from our entry. And this entry was okay, this is Monday. This is Sunday. This is Friday. So I talked about this over the weekend. Let's get short 135. So 135 came within 5 cents, rolled over, came back up, didn't get to it, came back down. That's an entry that we did not get filled on. Some of our members decided to, take it a little bit early, and they front ran 35. That means that their stop's going to be a little bit bigger. But the reward we were looking for, we were looking for a penetration of these lows. At minimum, we were looking for 133. And you did get a nice little move from there. Price opened right here, it moved up, and then it just took off to the downside. And 131.55 was the actual low. Then, price did chopped around from there. But that's something that we never got in. Yeah, the trade worked out really well. It did exactly what we were thinking. But I would rather stick to my guns. This is my entry, this is what I like. I'd rather stick to my guns rather than saying, well, I'm going to move my entry order here, move my entry order there. I don't know if I'm going to get filled, so I'm just going to move it around until I get filled. That doesn't really make any sense. My trading style, I know where I want to enter the market at. I'm going to enter there. If the market doesn't give it to me, it doesn't give it to me. I'm cool with that, because I know that there are going to be other trades. The market is always moving. And because of that, there are always going to be trades to be had. Like today in the trading room. There were many trades. Like this entry here, if we would have held this, it would have actually worked out very well. But you can't look at shit like that, because that's not the trade that we did. We took this trade and we decided, well, price is really starting to, and this was the area we were really watching. Like, if price supports here, I don't really want to be in this trade. I want to watch it, and then we can get in again. Just so happened that it did support. It chopped around, and then it ran lower. But a lot of times it likes to support and then move higher. It's just one of those things. The market had been open for 10 minutes. We had a news item at 10 o'clock right over here. And it's just something that you watch and wait for. You have to do whatever your trading plan calls for. In my trading plan, could I have held this? Yeah, definitely. I would have kept my stop where it was and just held it. But also in my trading plan, I don't like giving back money. So we were able to book a little bit and wait. Nothing wrong with that. So anyway, hopefully what I talked about made some sense. You enjoyed, the trades that I showed. If you have anything to add or, just a comment on my comment or, whatever, comment section below. Don't hesitate to use it. Nothing true about a dumb question. Doesn't exist. So if you have any questions, ask. Feel free. support@abusinesswithtrading.com. If you'd rather just email me, that's fine too. With that, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.